Hey students, welcome to the semester with Mrs. T. I've got a video here for you to watch where we're going to go over the syllabus for your class. So I teach 3 different classes this semester. One of them is Intro to Sociology, and it has online and also face-to-face sections. And so this video is for those of you who are taking that class, and this video is also for all of my online geography students and all of my online social problem students. So I'm going over all 3 of those classes in this syllabus video simply because we follow the same schedule, we follow the same assignment pattern and everything, whether you're face-to-face, whether you're online, whether you're sociology, social problems, or geography. So you're in the right place. Even though I have the geography syllabus on the screen behind me, you're in the right place, okay? So whether you're sociology, I've got the sociology one open back here, and I've got the social problems one open down there. So you're in the right place, but it does say geography up here at the top of the screen, okay? So I'm Mrs. T. Mary Kate Terrell is my name, but please call me Mrs. T. By now, I hope you have texted me. My phone number, my cell phone number is in Blackboard, as it says here on the phone line on my syllabus. My phone number is in Blackboard, and I want you to text me. You need to do that and wait for me to reply to you before you take the quiz in the course logistics folder, the same folder where you found this video link. So anyway, make sure that you do that. But in this syllabus, the sociology syllabus, the social problem syllabus, the geography syllabus, the main topics that I want to highlight are the textbook, the assignments, and the schedule for the class. So let's talk about that. And of course, office hours, I've got this posted here. My physical location mostly has been on the South Campus, but this particular semester, I've got some classes on the North Campus too. So even though my office is 242 on the South Campus, that's what LRS stands for, I've got a lot of office hours listed here on the main campus in the Charts building. Charts stands for Center for Humanities and the Arts. And so that's one of the buildings, that you'll see on the main campus, and my classrooms are there. And so I've got some office hours either before or after the classes that are scheduled there. And so you'll see me all over the place. But that phone number I mentioned, text me anytime, 24/7. I will respond when I see it. Sometimes I wake up in the semester, to get ready and go to class. I usually teach an 8 o'clock class, so sometimes I'm up at like 4:30 in the morning. And if you've texted me at 2 a.m. or something, I'll respond to it then. So you text me any time of day or night that you need to. I will text you any time of day or night that I see it. So, we can have that kind of contact throughout the semester. So even though I do have office hours, which I'm flexible, I can change them to meet with you individually. On either campus, you have my cell number. So it's kind of like we don't need a formal office hour. We can have it, we can have a meeting, so to speak, or talk to each other very easily, anytime, day or night. So please definitely get in the habit of using that phone number, that text number. Okay, so here's the rooms where my classrooms are on the 2 different campuses this semester. So each of the syllabi have a section on there for the course materials, and that's the textbook that you need to get. So for the geography textbook, it's called Human Geography. Our class name is Cultural Geography, but the textbook name is Human Geography. That's fine. It's the right one. And in the sociology class, there is a book called Sociology in Our Times, The Essentials. It's an online book. It's an ebook that you're going to find in the course content link in our Blackboard class. If you do not want an ebook, you can opt out, but you have to physically go into this is for sociology, okay? Sociology or social problems. Both sociology and social problems, y'all have a link to an ebook that's in our course content section of Blackboard, and you're going to be charged for that. If you don't want the ebook, which some people don't, if you don't want the ebook, you have to go into the bookstore and opt out of it, so they won't charge you for it, and you have to order a different one. You can rent one or buy one, but make sure if you ask them for a book. Last semester, one of my students wanted like a physical copy of the book, and she didn't realize they were buying her, they were ordering her a loose leaf edition, that you have to put in a binder when it comes in. She really was not a fan of that. But so if you don't want the loose leaf either, when they're ordering it for you or renting it to you, make sure that you tell them that you're not a fan of the loose leaf either. If that's the case, you'll have to be really specific with them. So anyway, yeah, so I'll just stay on the sociology syllabus since I switched over here. But let me say that the cultural geography textbook, you can get an ebook for that too, but it's not linked in course content. It's not the same company, and I don't know why, other than it's not the same company. But you can get an online book. Also, just ask the bookstore about that. Okay, so we have some learning outcomes. The next thing on each syllabus is learning outcomes for the class. We have learning outcomes for the college. That's what the institutional ones mean, and the general education program that we're in. But we also have learning outcomes for the class. So you'll see a section on the syllabus that talks about what our goal is. These are our goals from day one until day last in the class. We're going to be doing lessons that contribute to being able to do all of these things. And so on your syllabus, you will see a section on each one, whether it's geography or sociology or social problems, on what our goals are for the class. And so we have lessons each week where you have to watch a video like this one, or 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 or however many videos that I have in the folder. You'll need to watch those and take notes on them. They are all captioned, and they all should have transcripts available in YouTube. So that's where you'll get the information that we're going to cover each week. You'll go to Blackboard and see a weekly folder, and you'll have to do a reading assignment if there is one, and you'll have to watch those videos and take notes. And the taking the notes part is really, really important, because we're not going to have tests in our class like you maybe have had in your other classes before. We're going to have projects that you're going to do. So we have 600 points in the class, and this is true for any of the classes that you might be enrolled in, face-to-face or online. We have 4 projects, and so we kind of do a unit for 3 or 4 weeks, and then you have a project that's due, and what you need to refer to do well on that project is the previous weeks of notes, right? So if we're starting here in January, then sometime in the middle of February, I'm going to announce, hey, we have this project, here it is. It's going to be like an activity for you to do, not multiple choice questions, not really essay questions or anything, but something for you to evaluate and do. So it's like something that you're going to have to produce using and referring to the notes that you've taken for the previous weeks. And it'll be clear in the instructions which weeks we're talking about, what topics we're talking about. And so it's maybe different than some of your other classes where you have multiple choice tests and things like that. So we have 4 projects. They're 100 points each. So that's 400 of our 600 points. And there's 2 other ways that you get points in your class. And that is weekly. You're going to do a reflection paper or reaction paper, like I call them, or reflection journal, some people call them. And each week you simply summarize the notes that we've covered that week. Just review the notes and put it in paragraph form and turn it in as a journal online. One of the other videos that you have to watch this week is me explaining in more detail what the reaction papers are. So I'm going to skip past it right now and move on to the next thing. But I know there's a lot of questions in your mind, so we're going to cover that in its own video in just a second. Okay. The third thing on this list, moving on, is weekly quizzes. You'll notice I have weekly, highlighted with asterisks beside it, because we have 17 weeks in the semester, and you only have to do 10 of the reaction papers, and you only have to do 10 of the quizzes. And so we'll go over that in more detail in another video about quizzes. So bear with me on that, and let me skip over it quickly here. You can read about it all you want, and then I'll skip over it until the next video. And we also have extra credit. There's going to be a discussion board in every weekly folder, the same discussion board that you can visit often and get to know your classmates and offer some suggestions on what topics you write about with your reaction paper and what outside sources you use on your reaction paper. And in the video that you watch on your reaction papers on how to do a reaction paper, I'm going to explain what all that is. Okay, so I know it's confusing with me just, going over it quickly here, but bear with me. Okay, on each of the syllabi for whatever class that you're enrolled in, you'll see a schedule that we're going to follow for the class. This is a tentative schedule because stuff like a snow day happens, the very first day. So we won't necessarily meet each other face to face. If you're my face-to-face class, we'll do this online instead. If you're my online class, okay, well, you are going to do it from home or work or wherever anyway. So we're going to go ahead and do videos like this and follow this schedule. For face-to-face or online. And so you can kind of keep up with this. And this shows you, how, we're going to tick off those quizzes and tick off those reaction papers 1 through 17. Where do they fit in to our class schedule? Okay, so that's there for you to review. There's all kinds of policies that are here that you need to know about. This rave system that is listed here on the syllabus is very good for you to know about and to register for because you'll get a text if there's a school closure, like the closure that we have right now for snow. So also emergency numbers if you're going to be on campus physically. If you're a face-to-face student, please save whatever campus you're going to be on. Save these phone numbers in your contact list up at the top, like put them A or something, so it's at the top of your contacts list, and you can get to it quickly if you, God forbid, have an emergency on campus. I certainly hope that you don't, that none of us do. But anyway, those numbers are there for quick and easy reference. You've got a whole bunch of other references here that you can use to just make sure that you have the best experience and the most well-rounded experience while you are a student with us here at UAPTC. There is an accommodation policy, which means that we, faculty and staff and the whole college, want to make sure that everybody has the tools that they need to be successful in class. And so we set up classes for things like captions on the videos that you're watching on YouTube, or even transcripts on the videos that you're watching on YouTube, and having interpreters visit the class with you if you are deaf or hard of hearing, or having screen readers available to you if you have vision or blindness that you deal with, and these kinds of things. So if you have an accommodation that needs to be met, let me know, and the answer is yes. We will make sure that you have all the tools in your toolkit to be successful, just like everybody else. And so all of those pieces of information are on the syllabus, and there is no course agreement form. Let me highlight this on this syllabus, because many of my colleagues have something called a course agreement form that is like a setup, like a quiz in Blackboard. And we have a quiz. We have a quiz number 1, which is basically a logistics quiz that's going to ask you some of the things that I covered from this video. It's going to ask you some of the things that I cover from the reaction paper, and then also the quiz video and that kind of thing. So make sure you watch all these videos. Make sure you text me and wait for my reply, like the instructions are in Blackboard. So that's what the first quiz is, which is in the course logistics folder in Blackboard. Make sure you go to that and complete it after you've watched all of the videos and gotten that reply, that text reply from me, after you send me your information. Okay, so text me if there's any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.